Oh, goodness me.
There's someone's phone ringing.
Oh my god, they are very aggressively staring.
I do quite a lot of public speaking, very fortunately as part of my role.
Yes.
And I would have loved to have had the opportunity to be able to practice the presentations and train utilising these types of technologies, particularly as a junior lawyer as I'm working my way through and building that brand and practice around myself as well.
Welcome to the Future of Law, a world where new technologies meet lawyers. Today we're diving into the cutting-edge use of virtual reality at law firm Herbert Smith Freehills with the head of Emergent Technology Group. Alexander has shown us two different VR headsets today, one by Meta and the other one by Apple. But why VR? Well, this new tech is revolutionising the way lawyers collaborate, train and strategize.
The program that we're going to set you up on first today is the one that you can see in front of you. It's called Virtual Speech. And Virtual Speech is a soft skills training program which can be configured to an organization's specific needs and requirements as well. I do quite a lot of public speaking, very fortunately as part of my role.
Yes.
And I would have loved to have had the opportunity to be able to practice the presentations and train utilizing these types of technologies, particularly as a junior lawyer as I'm working my way through and building that brand and practice around myself as well.
Now, this can be anything from a courtroom simulation to creating scenarios that challenge lawyers in a pitching meeting.
What you have in front of you is an audience of very willing participants who are very interested to hear what you have to say about a topic of your choice. The whole purpose of this is to be able to give people a realistic experience of presenting in high-pressure environments. It's something that's very frequent in the context of law firms and legal practice, but something that's very difficult practically to do without being live in a room and actually experiencing it yourself. So this is a good middle ground to be able to try people out in these circumstances.
They can choose from a range of backgrounds, including a grand auditorium or a TED Talk.
How often do you get to do a TEDx talk? The avatars in front of you will move around. We're going to get them to potentially call out things whilst you're speaking as well. So they're going to be a little bit rude. And you get audiences like this if you ever do an actual TEDx talk.
Oh, I'm getting heckled, so
you might get heckled. I've heard some quite amusing things said by them before. So let's see where they get to. It depends how good your speech is. And then we will see what it does in terms of understanding what you've been saying and then being able to provide you with some feedback on that as well.
This experience can showcase any unpredictable things that can happen during a presentation, such as coughing, phone calls, or even just people not liking what you're saying. The program offers feedback on your performances, which aims to educate you on your strongest and weakest points.
Okay, and then when you're happy, press begin, and we'll leave you to present to your theatre.
I'm here to present to you today, oh god, I hear coughs this way, about why I think the makeup industry is sort of struggling at the moment. I personally think, I'm getting really into this now. I personally think that the beauty system should protect younger children a little bit better than they do in terms of their social media. Oh, goodness me.
There's someone's phone ringing.
Oh my god, they are very aggressively staring.
Cares about this topic. It just seems pointless to me.
Oh, that's a bit rude.
So that live question, so you've got a mobile phone going off and then you've just been told that nobody cares about the topic because it's pointless.
Yeah.
What they're doing is using generative artificial intelligence, again, processing the speech that you're giving, and then they would be asking back questions or saying things specific to that speech. So you can't prepare for these types of things. Right, so if you want to look over to the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see end speech.
Yeah.
So if you click on the end speech button. So first and foremost, how did you find that?
That's a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? It's quite hard, isn't it?
It is very hard.
The overall score uses AI to recognise what you're saying, how you're saying it, and even down to how much eye contact you're using. There are a lot of businesses starting to incorporate VR and the new forms of tech into their work, but like everything comes legal issues. A hands-on approach means lawyers at the likes of Herbert Smith Freehills can have a deeper understanding of the tech their clients are using.
There are opportunities in everything, and I would again emphasize this is a Horizon 3 technology for us. Where does the future lie? What's the potential for this?
However, while VR is offering firms like Herbert Smith Freehills an interesting way of developing skills, it is important to acknowledge that VR technology like this isn't for everybody. For mid-size or smaller firms, this level of technology may remain out of reach due to cost. To put into context, Apple Vision Pro sells for around £3,500, and that's just before you add on the software prices. For an example, Future Visuals said that this small-scale VR scenario, the price can range anything from 15 grand to 30 grand. At a time when businesses need to be tighter with their belts, smaller businesses may not be able to put this kind of money to the side. However, firms like Herbert Smith Freehills, this is loose change to them. for a firm that generates £1.3 billion in revenue over the last financial year. So now, as larger law firms advance with this new technology, the feeling is smaller firms may be left behind in the dark due to the financial aspects of this new development.